We're missing three kids in 3 stunt groups today, so that's gonna make things a little difficult.
Crash. Everybody okay?
It feels like so unsafe.
Yeah.
And we just got choreography. There's lots to clean, lots of sections to run, lots of individual skills to run.
I guess I don't really have a whole plan. I'm kind of going day by day, taking it day by day.
Because she's so worried about what she has to live up to, but she has nothing to live up to.
For every SMOED boy, there's an expectation.
And Tyler doesn't do any of those things.
When I left the office, I was kind of feeling just like a little bit nervous.
If you're standing on the floor and you're not doing the work and you're not producing the result, then we need to move on to the next.
Already better.
Cali Cheer Show is presented by Rebel Athletic.
Nice job on the ankles.
We have a full roster. We have boys that are still struggling. I mean, it's coming together, but it's coming together slowly. Usually at this point in the season, we are solidifying things and we're still playing switch it, change it, rearrange it. It's flu season, so some of the kids are getting struck down. It's going around, it's not fun, so take vitamins, hydrate, all that fun stuff.
Let me just. Okay, I'm gonna get you sick. I don't get sick.
I mean, we're just trying to take steps forward and we're getting every obstacle thrown at us. But here we are. We're missing three kids in 3 stunt groups today, so that's gonna make things a little difficult. We just got choreography. There's lots to clean, lots of sections to run, lots of individual skills to run. I'm excited to finally work on like the whole routine, but it's gonna be hard with so many people missing. It is what it is. We're just gonna keep on trucking and just keep clean whatever we can and run whatever practice we can.
Same thing we do in the routine.
We have Coach Megan in the house today with us, working on technique at the end of practice.
Finish, it should travel back more than it goes up. It's just a round off.
Flick, finish my flick.
You're learning so much.
It won't be a whole day wasted. We're just really gonna focus on just detail tonight.
Last week was tough, really tough. It definitely affected me a lot.
Now you're gonna have to be an alternate.
I think it was just, I was in the mindset of like, I really have worked so hard and it didn't all work out, and there's so many different things going through my mind. I guess I don't really have a whole plan. I'm kind of going day by day, taking it day by day and not thinking steps ahead or anything. I just plan to be super positive and just really put the work in, and I do really want it bad enough, so I know that I'm going to make it happen, and this is something I've had to learn, but now that it's kind of settled in and it's been a few practices, I know that I have the potential and the talent to be on this team.
So Briley's like in a weird confidence influx. That's what I like to call it. I usually get her like a little bit before practice, like an hour or so, and we warm up through all the skills, and we've been trying to like get her back into the rhythm. Like she literally tells me, she's like, I sit, there's a wall, and I can't go. And I'm like, okay, but let's fight through that. I want her to express herself more. If something goes wrong, that's okay. That's like part of the process of what we're learning in here. I want her to have more fun. I think Briley needs to have a little more fun on the floor. She has like all these like expectations that I feel like she's put upon herself. Interact with her teammates and just enjoy being in this gym, because she's so worried about what she has to live up to, but she has nothing to live up to other than just being who she is, because that's why Eddie put her on the team in the first place.
What frustrates me is when I know I can do something and I do it, and then I go to do it again and it doesn't work.
I literally just did this, and in the routine, that's what it does. No, I know. I'm saying for today that I could be like switching in and out the whole time.
That's what frustrates me, because I know I just did it.
Chin, 5, go, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, go, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Briley, again, has been going through a mental block all summer, and our cutoff date was before choreography, and I gave her lots of time and chance and opportunity, and she wasn't able to do her skills, so she's not on the floor right now. She's an alternate. She did start throwing a little bit of her tumbling, but I mean, we're still actively looking for a flyer until her skills get consistent. I mean, I'm giving her a chance and an opportunity by being an alternate. I could have easily said, like, it's not gonna work, thank you very much, she'll see you next year. So I'm still giving her the chance to train with the team. I'm still giving her the opportunity to still be on the floor, be part of the team.
I need to put the work in, and it's gonna be a lot of work, but I can do it.
Me specifically, when I have my moments, it's hard to come out of those moments. And so I think I'm in the process of learning this, and everyone should know that like it's okay to have those moments because you're going to overcome them. And if you tell yourself that you're going to get through it, then it'll happen.
I am slowly but surely growing some confidence back, and I think that your mindset really just makes that big of a difference. So today I'm going to be working with Megan during practice, and I'm really excited because I'm excited to see what she has to tell me and what she thinks might help, and I'm excited to just see like a different coach's perspective on it.
This is not a physical thing, so let that go, okay? This is about your mind needing a moment to re-recognize the movement patterns. That's all this is. So the more that your mind is able to see it for itself, the more in control you're gonna feel. What we need to do is we need to rep this out so that your mind knows the movement pattern and it puts you back in the driver's seat. So then you feel grounded, you know where you're at, it changes things, okay? So we're gonna do a progression, and then from there, we'll take it to the rod and we'll see how you feel. Okay. Cool? So we're first gonna do a standing handspring over pulley. Go. My name is Megan, and I am a tumbling and conditioning specialist. The thing about Briley is she physically is able. She's physically able to do all the skills that she's thinking a lot about right now. I think her mind needs to just rep it out. So right now, part of being back in the driver's seat is knowing where you are in space. So I need you to see what's in front of you, see your toes, and then finish. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So, okay, then let's narrow it down. As you stand up, see the wall.
Okay.
Cool? Go. When you have a kiddo who is physically able, who is doubting themselves, the best course of action is to give them set drills to have them rep the movement pattern over and over so the brain now can recognize what's going on, which is going to make it feel more grounded. Once that happens, I think we're going to see a shift in her. Until then, we just got to keep loving her and being patient and doing whatever we can to set her up to show herself that she has what it takes. Zoe, you good, babe?
Yeah. I was throwing my 2-to-whip layout in the routine, and I landed on top of LeBron. It's just when your spacing is off, and you know the routine's really compact, so we're all tumbling at the same time, kind of in the same direction, or sometimes opposite directions, and it happens sometimes when your timing's just off or your spacing is off. It just, yeah.
You do not have a knot.
I went on the wrong line for my whip double, and before I got to land my whip, I think Zoe crashed into me. He just kicked me right here, and I was in the air, and I just fell.
We just had choreography, and we haven't really ran the sections with the skills, so it looks like they lined up a line too far out, which put them in the middle of the floor, in the middle of the pass. So we adjusted the spacing, and they're fine, but they literally clipped in midair. It could have ended a lot worse than it did, but he's lucky it was just a minor clip.
Megan, why am I going this fast? Is it because I'm not changing my angles?
You're not emphasizing your toe punch. That's it. But I'll tell you, you're getting closer and closer each time. It's just a timing thing.
It hurts so bad. I'm like skimming the whole mat.
We'll work on it, don't worry. Can you flex it? Scale of 1 to 10. These kids are throwing some of the hardest skills in what we do. So it's extremely important that we make sure not only are their fundamentals are correct, but they're all mentally where they need to be when they do it. Trust your body. Go. So if there's ever a time where a skill is not looking up to par or they're not being consistent with the build-up into that skill, it's important that we take them back a few steps, review the basics, make sure all of that is secure before having them try it again. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, go 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Very nice. Figure it out, Casey.
3 and 5, lift, absorb, hold. 3 and 5, lift, absorb, hold. 3, that's wild. 7, 8, 1, 5, lift, absorb, hold.
3 and 5. Lift, absorb, hold. 3 and 5. 7 up. 1 and 3 and 5 and 2 laps out the door. Go, run.
They're running without you.
Briley. Yeah, they're running 2 laps around the building for every drop. We just repped out stunts in sequence over and over. So they probably put about a dozen stunts, and we had 2 drops. So if you drop a stunt, you have to run. So that's what they're doing really quick before they come back and do more.
I did talk to Tyler last week. We had a couple weeks of his running, tumbling videos not being completed for his weekly workouts. He is one of the boys that struggles the most with tumbling, so I wasn't understanding why he wasn't getting his tumbling reps in and done. We have lots of coaches that are here on their off days working with our athletes that volunteer their time to make sure our athletes get to where they need to be, that they get that attention that they need. So to have those kind of resources and those kind of opportunities and not use them and capitalize on them, I just didn't understand why the work wasn't getting done.
When I left the office, I was kind of feeling just like a little bit nervous.
Your mindset needs to change on this team.
Yes, sir.
Like, I know like you have a lot of anxiety when it comes to the tumbling and stuff, but you need to get past. You knew what you signed up for.
I'm glad that I'm finally realizing, like they gave me that realization that I needed for my tumbling to like step my game up, and that's exactly what I'm doing so I can hold my position on the team.
For every SMOED boy, there's an expectation. Usually you standing, running, tumbling through the double or whip double, boundary double, or you jump to full, like minimum. And Tyler doesn't do any of those things. So I already put him on notice. I said, enough's enough. If it happens one more time, I'd rather have 4 strong boys than have a 5th boy that's not doing the work and is not up to par.
Definitely to be a SMOED boy, I would say you would have to have a double and like a standing full for sure. Megan definitely is helping all of us, not even just me in tumbling, it's definitely the whole team. I've seen a big improvement in everybody's tumbling since she's gotten here. She's an amazing tumbling coach for sure. Yesterday, when we were doing our tumbling, she really gave me that boost of confidence just to step up and do my double, even though I haven't done it in like 6 months.
Tyler, he kind of goes off and on. So he has little doses when he kind of sees it and his mind's right, and then other doses he's kind of everywhere. That once we get him to rep this out over and over, and he's not going to sit there and think about every little bit of the skill, he's just going to do the skill.
After I landed my double, I did feel a bit excited. It was just like a big relief off my chest for sure.
Tyler did land his double today, so there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. So hopefully he steps up in the next couple practices and, we can look elsewhere if we need to replace someone.
I think the kids are so fixated on doing everything perfect and making sure they're all so up to par all the time that they're missing that they just have to do what they know how to do well. I do believe that they have what it takes to take it all the way. I think it's going to depend on their mindset and their ability to push themselves to an uncomfortable degree. It's further than just conditioning. The kids condition hard, that's already a given. I think this one is going to be more about their mental capacity and their ability to sit in discomfort for a long time and know that they're going to be okay.
I'm excited to get and break down this routine and make it what it needs to be. There's so many cool elements in the routine and so much great choreography, and this thing just needs to come alive.
I'm excited to show everyone that I have been working hard and that I am not just going to let this keep going. I'm going to get past this. Obviously, I don't know what goes through Eddie's mind. I don't know what he's thinking or anything like that, but I do know that I am capable and that I will throw these skills, and he did tell me that once I throw these skills, I will get my spot back. Again,
She's been put in there. She's part of our quantity, so it's important that whoever we put in that position can do the tumbling too. It's not just a flying only position. So I've had a handful of girls reach out via email, and we'll see if it all pans out.
I would feel sad for sure that I got kicked off.
This is about putting together the best team possible. If the current kids on the team are not doing the work, it's one thing to come in here and do the work and not be where you're supposed to be. That's fine, I'll work with you. I will give you every resource, every chance and opportunity, but if you're standing on the floor and you're not doing the work and you're not producing the result, then we need to move on to the next. So we're looking outwards right now to fill in the gaps.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Cali Cheer Show.
Don't forget to like and subscribe right here.